Someone fact checked our fact checker.
Yeah, I mean, right.
Look up Lee Scratch Perry. He's one of the originals.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like historic, like certain historic moments in hip and music, I tend to gravitate more towards the hip hop type of legends and all that. But all right, I think that was a nice little segue into what we're really trying to get into. Everyone, we are back. This is Media Marauders. How's everyone doing tonight, fellas? Y'all doing good?
Yeah, doing good.
Y'all straight?
Hey man, I see you growing over there. I see you growing. You doing all right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Are y'all good? Y'all got your mail bonding out the way?
All the Scooby snacks I've been eating. What'd you say?
All right.
Yo,
Y'all got your mail bonding?
I thought the shirt was just medium. I thought the shirt was just medium, so it's cool.
Nah, it's Oshkosh Bagosh.
Okay.
Y'all good? Y'all straight? You want to flex a little bit more? All right,
No.
But we're back, everyone. Thanks for coming back. please ignore him. Yes, everyone, thank you for coming back. Media Marauders is back once again. We took a bit of a quick hiatus last week. Try to get our bearings together. Our time wasn't in line correctly, but we're back with this. And we're gonna keep going with the formatting that we've been doing for the past couple weeks. Just some things that we found interesting, searching through the webs, or things that pinged us that we felt like, oh, we could talk about this, that, and the third. So, all further ado, anybody want to jump in, talk about what they find interesting so far? Because I'm ready to talk. So.
I'm considering it, but I let last time, so I'm gonna let somebody else go.
Okay. Thomas. No. King, go ahead. You go in. Last time we kind of blindsided Thomas last time. So,
I'm ready this time.
You like, you think me for real?
My man was like, what?
Fair about it. All right, I got you. So,
all right, King, go ahead. Give it to us, baby.
So I'll go into it first from my aspect of things I've been looking at. So, I'm trying to tweet the web and look at Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebookish, and other things like that. So I thought of a topic that would be interesting because we got a couple of rap fans and we got a couple of basketball fans. I think by now, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of people might have heard, but Master P apparently says that J. Cole is going to be going into the NBA. I think that's going to be a cold world for him, pun intended.
All right.
I just really want to see him get posterized by somebody. I think it's just funny though. I mean, we've seen him play basketball before in like the All-Star games. They always got the stars coming out there to play with them. He did get broke up a couple of times by Quavo out of everybody. Thought that was
really
too.
No, but don't front. Quavo got fucking handles. That motherfucker could play some ball.
No, don't fat check me on that. I'm just messing around. But
I'm about to say.
I will say though, I mean, don't get me wrong. J. Cole got a good game from what I've seen. I've seen his little alley-oop he tried to do at one point in time on YouTube. I was like, he need a little milk there, but he got up there regardless.
He needs some milk.
Bro, all jokes aside, like, the real is back. The bill is back. Full bananas, peeled his back. Boy, J. Cole's the shit, bro. First of all, I am a J. Cole stan. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I looked at this and I laughed a little bit, though, to be completely honest.
No. You laughed a lot. Not just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. You see it right now. You can see it on his face.
I know,
look,
right?
All right, yo, he went to St. John or college. He was, I think he was in the basketball team in St. John. I'm pretty sure. Growing up, he was always playing basketball. Y'all see that commercial, the Dreamer commercial for the which was the Puma commercial? I think it was.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Just because he played basketball coming up, I played basketball coming up. Right. I'm still on the couch, so I ain't got no skills like that.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is
second grade.
So
can he at least be good enough to come off the bench? You know what I'm saying? Because there's some serious bench warmers in the NBA. I'm not trying to shade them at all,
but they're still getting paid though.
They're still getting paid though. Yeah, exactly. Like, so is he good enough to be on the bench at least? Like, is that?
I got faith in Cole, bro.
Well, with that being said, too, though, it's interesting because the follow up to that was that the Pistons were like, J. Cole, we see you trying out there with your little layups.
I heard about that.
And your finishing move, your spins, and your jump shots. Come and try out for the Pistons. And I was like, the Pistons, the only team that want to give him a shot, huh?
If you imagine.
They see a lot of raw talent in Cole, bro. That's what it is.
Look, like I said, don't get me wrong. That raw talent works on the bars, but as far as the hoops go, I really want to see it. I want to see it, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I think I read a comment or I heard a comment on, like what you said, King. Like, only reason why Pistons are even acknowledging this is so they could get some kind of traction on their shit.
Oh, really?
I'm like, yo, that's fucked up.
Wow.
Man. It's probably true.
But they got rings though. That's crazy. They got rings though. Okay.
But that's the thing. Yo, think about it. Cause I heard it was either on I think it was Everyday Struggle, and they made a good point. If Cole makes it to a team, them jerseys are going to sell out like hotcakes.
Oh hell yeah!
Of course.
Yeah, that's true.
Good money.
I mean,
So do you guys do you think this is serious, or is it just like another like Cole? Because I feel like Cole does a lot of things intentionally. So
I think he's bored with rap.
Well,
I think it's a serious thing. I really do. I mean, granted, because of the fact that he talks about it a lot in his raps and playing basketball, and
he grew up
granted enough he does that, but at the same time, he's actually out in the gym. Master P. Well, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, did Master P play in the league at one point in time too for a little while?
Yeah.
So even having that, just like that aspect there, having Master P as a viable source that he played basketball before. Master P is a rapper too. So just gonna find out. 2 Chainz is right. You either rap or go to the league. You gotta do one or the other, man.
He played ball too in college.
Did say that?
Yeah. He did, man. He did.
So not to stray too far, but I kind of want to see what you guys think about this since we're already here. Hip hop and basketball has always been. There's always been a fine line between them, almost to the point that it's great. Like it's great. There's always some rapper that's within his lyrics. He's always bringing up Kobe, rest in peace. Michael Jordan, LeBron, Harden, Westbrook. Like there's always a reference within hip hop. Do you believe that basketball is influenced by basketball culture is heavily influenced by hip hop? This might be like a weird little moment for me. I just want to know what y'all think.
No, it's not a weird question. I mean, you just go back. You go back and look at it. I mean, I think the best comparison for this is going to be Allen Iverson, because Allen Iverson, he was influential in the fact that he came from. I'm not going to say came from. Sorry. He's influential in the fact that he tapped a lot of rap stars, and he tried to rap at one point in time too, and then it didn't work out as much, my personal opinion, but he stayed on the court, but he got that respect from the stars. And then you have Shaq that did the same thing as well.
He tried to be a rapper.
Which was horrible.
And a movie star.
Yep.
You know what Allen Iverson came from?
I was trying to reach that from my memory, but you brought it up, so I guess I got to remember it now.
The best movie Shaq ever did was Steel. And that's a
Bro, it was Kazam all day.
I was about to say, I knew somebody was going to say that.
The best movie Shaq did was actually Steel. That's the best movie he's done.
Kazam,
he was horrible with Kazam, man.
Kazam stayed on rotation in my childhood, bro, throughout from when I was about 5 to about 8 years old. I stayed watching Kazam.
So that's why your taste is so horrible now.
Damn right. I blame Shaq. I think he's selling insurance.
But even like you were saying, I think the hip hop and basketball are close in tune with each other because of the fact even now you got Damian Lillard that honestly can spit.
Nah, this
motherfucker got bars. And even Iman Shumpert when he did that freestyle in a cipher, I was like, this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, but then you kind of have to God damn, can I speak?
Nope.
That Iman Shumpert, his wife is Tiana Taylor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How come she hasn't put him on any of his music on her music?
That she actually
on her most recent album, wasn't it?
I think it was. I must say, yeah, her most recent album she did put him on there.
It took a while though.
I'm not looking at that.
But that's the thing though, like, because he has star power, she has star power. You don't ever want to have it look like an issue with, like, you using your your spouse to raise you up.
That's true.
That is true. That is true. All right. No, I just want to kind of see what y'all heads are at because I've always found that comparison. Just like anime is starting to be like a big wave, especially with these new kids.
It's
old. It's because it's popular.
Yeah,
I think it's like a trend. I think it's like a trend. Like, people are getting used to it because people used to think it's like super nerdy and everything like that. So people would shame people for watching it. Now all of a sudden it's like, let me post this on IG. Let me show that I'm watching the show. It's like, that's like one of the first anime. Never mind.
Yeah. That's the thing though, like in hip hop and like even in sports, anime's been around for a good minute. Like in hip hop's been around since the 90s.
Yeah. No,
like
since the in
I'm
hip
talking
hop, you're
about
saying anime.
popularity,
Yeah,
like
in hip hop.
with the masses.
Yeah, I'm saying like it's like a trend now. Like my bad, James was saying, it's a trend now. Go ahead.
I have a hard time like seeing it as a trend. I guess because it's like what I grew up around. Like everyone watched it. It wasn't one of those things that it was just kind of like.
Man, I'm sorry. Where I
grew
grew up, I grew up in Miami, and the friends that I had, if they knew that I was watching Dragon Ball Z, Tenshin Muyo, Sailor Moon, I don't care, fuck y'all, Outlaw Star, Inuyasha, if they found out I was watching that stuff, I would get clowned out the room, out of my apartment complex.
See, I think that's the thing though. Like around here, coming up, it was like the people who watched it. If you laughed at them, they're gonna square up with you and knock you out. It was
yeah.
I think it must be like the areas and stuff like that because like I grew up in the country, so they won't having it. They won't having it there.
Yeah.
But all right, we did go on a tangent. We did go off on a tangent. I apologize for that. I'm the one that started that, but I think J. Cole doing this is actually kind of dope, and also comedic, because it's J. Cole trying to relive his possibly relive a dream that he had at one point.
Well,
and he's 35 too. What's the oldest recorded basketball player? Wasn't that Michael Jordan when he came back?
Tim Duncan.
Is it Tim? How old was Tim Duncan when he retired?
I feel like it's Tim Duncan.
No, Jordan came back at one point to play with Bob.
I just like it's Tim Duncan.
Yeah. I think he was 38. I think he was 38, 39.
It's kind of crazy. Like a lot of people that would play basketball could have played baseball, which is so crazy to me.
Well, who's that football player? He played baseball for a while in the major leagues for a while.
Goddamn, it's not. He played for the Falcons. Did he play for the Falcons? No.
I think he played for Dallas, the Cowboys. I think.
Dang it, I cannot think of his name. But Barry Sanders? No. God dang it.
Nope, it was Tim Duncan. He retired at 40.
Oh shit. Well, I forget the name.
Fundamentalist. Always.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still think it's kind of like, J. Cole, why? Like you kind of have a midlife crisis type of thing or something. I don't know.
How long has J. Cole been rapping? Like, what, 5 years?
Started.
Yeah, it is Deion Sanders.
It is
Deion Sanders?
Deion Sanders.
Okay.
Basketball? Or football? Baseball?
No, he played football and baseball. In my mind, I was like, I know
that dude was really quick on those bases. He was a pinch. I think he was a pinch hitter as well.
There was someone else I think who played like mad sports also.
Bo Jackson.
There you go. That's one of them. That's one of them. No. That's true. But all right, get back on topic.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I think a midlife crisis.
I used to kill that football too. Just to let you know. Just put that out there.
Bethel High. Anyways. But
So yeah. So like I said, I thought that was a pretty interesting subject there. Master P just, I guess, in essence, might be mentoring J. Cole in this case, or training with him to be in the basketball, try for basketball. And so the Pistons have shown interest in that. I thought it was pretty interesting too. But the second one I'm gonna talk about is, y'all know me, I try to stay up on top of my villains and the comic book villains and movie villains and sitcom villains or whatever kind of villains you want to talk about. But if no one's been paying attention as of recently, I've been a little slow on it, but at the same time, that DC has dropped the death metal, Dark Knight's death metal, which is a continuation of Dark Knight's metal from last year into this year. The most popular person we know that came out of that was actually the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah,
and so
that's what I remember.
We all know that we should all know that the Batman Who Laughs is a Bruce Wayne from another timeline / universe of Earth. And so now we have another incident now where another should I say character has been introduced. And so this new character is the Robin King. The Robin King is a sidekick to the Batman Who Laughs, but I just learned who he actually is now. And so I give
real quick, fair warning, is there any kind of spoilers? For the audience sake, I'm good. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. So for the audience sake, it could be a big spoiler, but it just already got released yesterday. Yesterday, as in the 4th of August. So technically, it's not a spoiler because it's past the date.
Okay. All right, but just fair warning, spoiler moment. Y'all want to fast forward wherever? That's good.
Right. I give you the opportunity to do it. So, with that being said, from last year, we learned that Batman Who Laughs, has a as a pretty much Batman, or I'm sorry, Robin captain with him. But he also has other Robins. They're called Groblins. And so he's turned other Robins into mindless drones that their keyword is crowbar. And that's how you get them to stop doing things.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Which I thought was a very cynical way of giving nod to Joker as well. So yesterday they just released the comic book yesterday of what his identity is, which kind of got me actually, because you would imagine it was either Tim Drake, I can't think of the heroes' names now. Tim Drake, Jason Todd, or the other two. I can't
Damian Wayne.
Yeah, Damian Wayne, and the other one. It's in my mind at the current moment.
It's a female. I forgot her name.
Grayson?
Yeah, Dick Grayson.
Oh, okay. I know there was a female at one point too.
Yeah, you would think it was one of those four, but even in consideration, you also want to think it's Bruce Wayne too, though, right? If he was supposed to be that way. So, come to find out, this one actually is Bruce Wayne, but it's the Bruce Wayne at the point in time he killed his parents. So
how do they do that?
So in this timeline of Bruce Wayne / Batman, Bruce Wayne as a child has always had mental instability and always like killing things and having dark thoughts and dark ideas, killing pets and what of that sort. Yeah, and typical. Alfred has been noticing these things but haven't said anything to his parents. And so at the iconic moment in time where him and his parents go to see the Beware the Grey Ghost movie, and they go to the back alley, Joey Chill still shows up at that point in time, but Bruce Wayne cuts his throat before he even gets a chance to shoot the gun.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this is Twister though. He cuts their throat, takes Joey Chill's gun and shoots his parents.
He still kills.
He kills him. He kills him. Not Joey Chill. Bruce Wayne. He kills his parents.
Oh, he flipped out.
He puts the gun prints back on Joey Chill to make it seem as if he's the one that did it. And so, apparently after the day after, Alfred thinks that he really did kill his parents. So he writes down all the stuff that he's done and passes it on to Jim Gordon to have Jim Gordon follow behind and check up on Bruce Wayne to see what's going on. So Bruce kills Jim Gordon the next day because he's following up on the lead that Alfred gave him, that he might have been the one to kill him. So he kills him, and I'm not going to ruin enough of the rest of it, but him and Alfred get into a fight. He kills Alfred.
God dang!
He becomes the Orphan King, which in this case becomes Robin King.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. So,
like I said,
because I'm actually start reading this now.
Because you would think, like I said, you would think it was one of the other Robins, such as Bruce Wayne. I'm not Bruce Wayne. Sorry, such as Damian or the other three. But it's actually Bruce Wayne from another universe. So I thought
there were separate timelines, right?
It's not
Batman Who Laughs and Robin King separate timelines, right?
It's different universes. So you have Earth 0, Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, so on and so on. Okay. But these are different timelines where Batman made a different choice, and that's how you get the different Batmans. Because even one Batman is actually a T-Rex, which I think is pretty funny.
What the hell?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That aside, what's this issue called again?
This was actually Dark Knight's Death Metal.
Dark Knight. I might need you. I would appreciate if you send me the title of that.
I got you.
Yeah, I might have to check that out because I remember the Batman That Lasted was always an interesting concept to me. It was almost like on par with Superior Spider-Man, how Doc Ock became Peter Parker pretty much, and so it kind of puts me in that mind state when I really enjoyed that Superior Spider-Man issue. But
that's a good issue. But I think that's a fair comparison to that because they were still on the same Earths. And
that was like a body switch, right?
Doc Ock just transferred minds. In this case, it's more of a different Batman.
A whole nother background. Yeah, you're right. I'm just saying a comparison with a kind of a comparison with someone that's always been seen as a hero.
Okay. Gotcha.
Even though Doc Ock was kind of compelled to be a hero, but do it in his own way. Yeah, I kind of see a bit of a comparison, just a tiny bit.
I got you on that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow, that's crazy. All right. You have anything else for us?
No, that's all I got for today, for guys. Like I said, I thought it was a very good. I think the death metal would be a very good read going forward. But but you also got other ones going on too with DC. So DC's making a lot of great moves, man. In my personal opinion, ever since they did their Year of the Villain column last year and the year before, they've really amped up their storytelling.
Okay.
I thought that was always good, especially with the movies. So animated.
Yeah, they need to redeem themselves some kind of way.
I had to put that on there. That's definitely
you did.
All right. Anybody else want to jump in? Thank you, King.
I'll go. So I stay watching Netflix. They're always coming out with new shows. I give them props to that because especially during this time, being in the house, you want some new entertainment. But they are doing very well with letting different people come up with different ideas and putting them out there. Even if the series ends up like the first pilot might be on like 8 episodes or so, they still let it ride to see how it go. And I've noticed they have a trend, even if it doesn't do that well, to give it like maybe 3 seasons, just let it go at that because people start losing interest. So the show that I watched was Japan Sinks 2020. And it's very interesting. It's an animated series that follows a girl. Sorry, I forgot her name, but it follows a girl and she was running track. And next thing you know, there's like this big earthquake and nobody knows what's happening. And it's small at first. People think it's just a regular earthquake. And then all of a sudden, a super earthquake comes after that and the ground is like shifting. So basically the plates are shifting and she's running, trying to get out the way and everything like that. After buildings are collapsing, people are dying, it starts to get really dark and like hits home because it's a show that you would think that actually could happen. So I wonder if anybody has actually come up with this theory in real life and that's what they based it off of.
Real quick. Sorry, James, real quick. I don't know about y'all, but I do plan on watching this one, so try not to spoil too much. Try not to spoil too much. Yeah. But one thing I wanna add on, I think something like that actually happened in another part of another country, not Japan. I forgot which country that happened. A tsunami hit, and it hit like 2 or 3 different times, I want to say. And so I think that's kind of,
So was it Haiti?
Yeah, you probably could.
The book.
So like it actually went underwater, like the whole island went underwater.
No. Okay, no.
Okay.
Japan.
This is called Japan Sinks 2020.
It's called 2020 because it's based off of a book from 1973.
Okay.
It's a novel from 1973.
All right.
Thank you, fact checker.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Because I was wondering, I was like, this had to come from somewhere.
So all right, so I saw if you don't mind me asking questions, I saw some clips of it, and I was curious because it looked a lot like this other anime, Devilman Crybaby.
Nope.
Yeah, it looks almost exactly like
I was like,
it does.
It looks similar, but then it's different in ways because Devilman Crybaby is like out there to me.
Yeah, it's the same director though. It's the exact same director that made Devilman Crybaby.
So the way they draw the people,
Yeah, it just reminded me of that, and so I looked that up and I saw I watched a clip on it, and I saw that it was the exact same director. I was like, okay, I've never watched the whole thing Devilman Crybaby, but I thought
me either. I watched like 5 episodes or something like that.
Yeah, it was interesting. But all right, so what about the movie? Like, did you enjoy it?
Yes, like I enjoyed the series. I think each episode was maybe 40 something minutes. It definitely was longer than 30 minutes. And really it was like, it hit home for me because it was like things that would possibly happen in real life the whole time. Like the sequences of life, like who may or may not die, like your decisions and what you do that you don't pay attention to, even if you have all this training and you're a survivalist in life, does not mean that you're going to survive at all. That does not mean anything. You can use all the methods you have. Like it's like being put out on the show Lost and Afraid. Is that the one where they're stuck on an island?
Yeah, that's Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid. Naked and Afraid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically like that. Of course, they got clothes on, but you got to survive, and you basically have what you have, and you're scavenging for everything like that, and you meet different people along the way, and you see anarchy, and you just try to survive overall. So to me, it's like, it shows the journey of a person trying to survive such a crisis, and what could possibly happen in different life choices and people that you meet along the way and how it might change people for bad or for good. It's definitely, some of the scenes are like serious. I wasn't expecting it. Like, just definitely could get pretty dark when it comes to it.
It gets pretty violent.
Yeah, it can get violent, just like dark in general. Like things that you think could happen in real life, but you don't expect to see it in anime, then it just happens because it's so real.
Does somebody get eaten alive?
Does somebody get eaten alive? No, but never mind. I'll leave that alone.
I would say, from what I've seen of the show so far, it reminds me of this anime I watched as a kid called Barefoot Gen, which was about like this kid surviving after the A-bomb was dropped on Japan.
Oh shit!
And that it gave me that type of vibe. It's like a very like
it's a real
slice of life / disaster report situation. Like everything's going south, and you're just trying.
Everything goes south. Yes.
Which is a video game series called Disaster Report, which is pretty much that.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I've been on the fence of watching this movie, but I've heard
it's a series, not a movie.
Is it a movie or a series? I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, I've been hearing positive and negative things about it. And I was curious because I kind of like the aesthetic of it. You know, it's kind of weird and discombobulated looking a little bit, but
animation's like fantastic.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth the watch. If you want to see something that might mess with your mind or mess with your heart at the exact same time, definitely go for it. Go for it.
That's high praise.
Yeah, I think you definitely should go for it. I wasn't expecting it at all. Like, I was like, what is this? I'm not going to watch this. Then I started watching. I was like, hold on. And then I just got completely drawn in because I wanted to see what happens next. Like, what do you do in this type of situation?
Did you cry?
You know he did. You know he did.
You got a little bit of tears.
Anyway, so next to my next subject.
No, I didn't cry.
All right, so my next subject is Transformers Siege. War on Cybertron is the first arc of it on Netflix that dropped, which I love Transformers. I know, just like Bruno, I have even a couple of toys and everything like that. Like, I love Transformers and Beast Wars, everything. Just everything about Transformers. And I was very excited to see that there was an anime that was dropping on Netflix. It was very unexpected to me. I've thought they should have put out something better than some of the cartoons they've had on TV because they were
thank God.
cartoonish.
Jesus Christ.
They were so cartoonish, I couldn't watch them. I was like, well, how are people even watching these things? But that said, this one was definitely about, like, you know, I don't know if they exactly took a different turn with it, but they started on Cybertron with the whole war and how everything started, generally. And, you know, I've just watched the first series because Siege is the first one that dropped, and it's just showing like how like the war progressed through it. And, like, you know, you see, of course, Optimus Prime, how he's acting, which is very questionable to me at times because I really didn't know he used to act like.
Bitch,
he seemed very wavering.
He said, get a rap.
Always been a bitch.
Always. He ain't no Megatron.
I wanted to say that. I didn't want to offend anybody. And then you have Megatron, which is like, you know, Megatron is good. Megatron is Megatron.
Megatron is right. That's all we got to say. You got some good reasons.
I haven't.
At the same time, I view the show as, like, you know, seeing how to start off is like, yo, is this genocide? Like, you know, is this complete racism? Like, you see it between robots.
Wait, see, that's why I got debated. From what I took from what Megatron was saying, they were trying to, you know, treat them wrong, and they decided to fight back. So therefore, is Megatron in the wrong in this one?
No, see, you go to a certain point, but then when you want to wipe out a whole race, that's completely different.
I'm just gonna clear it up. I'm just gonna clear it up a little bit. So the show Transformers War on Cybertron Siege. From somebody that's read the comic book and also watching the anime, the animated series, and watched the movie, you can see where they took different aspects of all into this one part. And so I think what's kind of perplexing is how they try to fit all that into one like updated show to it. I think the tough part for me watching it was just staying a loop of the Allspark, to be honest, because the Allspark was never really a thing within the comic books or the old school movie neither. It was always the Matrix. which technically took over, which technically the Allspark technically right now might just be the Matrix, but I just feel like the Matrix was a better piece of the puzzle that would have made more sense. For some of the Transformers.
See, I just watched only the cartoons and the movies, so I didn't read any of the comics on it. So I was wondering if what some of the lore came from.
Yeah, the War on Cybertron it's a prequel, but it's after Megatron working his way through the battle royales of Cybertron, and so. I'm
so basically, like Megatron was part of a slave race, and he's wanted to get his way up.
Not necessarily a slave race, but but the Transformers were preordained to do certain things, and so Megatron himself worked with Alpha Trion and Optimus Prime after he worked his way out of the ranks of the Coliseum. So Megatron is like the leader. I'm gonna say leader. He's the winner of all the battle royales on Cybertron. And so he worked hand in hand with Optimus Prime and Alpha Trion to work on bringing everybody together. But he chose a tougher route than what Megatron and Alpha Trion wanted. Optimus wanted at that point in time. Mm-hmm. I think, like I said, the key part to this, I think, is convoluting for people that would not have, that's watching it now, that in the comic book series and in the old school cartoons, that's where the Matrix comes in play, where Optimus Prime, in the anime now, he just received that part of being a prime. He just turned into a prime.
He says it in the Netflix anime, like, because one with Megatron, it said he came out of the mines in the Netflix anime.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Optimus Prime was given the power of leadership from
Trion,
right,
and the other one was given to that other dude who.
Ultra, yeah, and that's why I say it's kind of convoluted for somebody watching from the comic book standpoint, and then from there.
So it's changed a little bit, but
yeah.
So.
But I do like the fact they kept Megatron as a tank, though.
Yes. That's canon.
I mean, of course, Optimus Prime is still the transfer truck too, which always baffles me. It's like, how did you know to turn into a transfer truck? But I'll leave that alone.
So
y'all went full 100% Transformers mode right now, man. I'm trying to encapsulate it all. I'm trying to, all right, so it sounds interesting, but I'm never gonna watch it. But it's cool.
You can watch it in 3 hours.
Well, the funny part
it's like 30-minute episodes, 20 something actually.
Yeah, it's like 24 minutes. The funny part about it, though, like you were saying, James, is that he turns into a truck, but it's funny because even though Megatron is a tank now, I think I remember telling you off screen that if you read Transformers War Within, you'll see that he wasn't necessarily a truck, but he turns into a badass like fire truck almost for Cybertron purposes, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then Megatron was always the tank they chose for this one made a little bit more sense because of him coming out of the mines and everything. But in War Within, though, he's a mean ass tank though. In the War Within, I love that version.
See, they always get some interesting. Even like I think because Optimus he has the axe this time.
I saw that too.
Sword. And
yeah, sometimes he had both. I've seen that before. Yeah, and I wonder how he got him, and I'm like, how did you get this? But
yeah, it's not made for people to think about it. It's made so new figures for these kids.
I'm a thinker though, so I'm trying to put stuff together.
I like it, but the only other part I like about Transformers, them always trying to push Bumblebee into the spotlight.
Yeah, that.
Because Bumblebee
he was hot rod back. You know what I'm saying?
He's not. He's trash.
No.
He was hot rod back. Bumblebee been around, but people just like hot rod instead.
Right.
I remember hot rod. I used to like
Starscream.
So it's like
Starscream.
Starscream. Starscream. Awesome.
Talk about Beast Wars. I'm all there with y'all.
Yo.
Shit.
Cheetah, man. Cheetah.
Yeah, Cheetah. Yeah, whatever the fuck the motherfucking name was.
By the way, I'm put this out there before we start talking about Transformers. That was the best animated one there was, by far. Like, it looks better than a lot of cartoons today, which I'm so surprised about. I don't understand how, but it does.
I give you that.
I might get. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I might check it out, but it looks like I was never
pretty cool. Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean,
you probably got turned off by the movie film.
I mean, I'm just.
if you got turned off by the movies, it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you still love the cartoons from back in the day, you'll be excited about this. I think the movies might turn some people off.
I'll take your word for it. But all right. We'll I'll stop the recording right here and we'll start another one because it's about to be 2.5 minutes. It's about to be 2 minutes.
Great job, James. That was cool of you.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm glad you added your comic book part because I was like, man, I was in my head like, yo, I didn't read. I just seen what was on TV. I haven't seen everything.
Yeah,
I was trying to put it together because it didn't make sense.
Yeah, and that's why I said the 3 parts that they put the War for Cybertron Siege, because that's the comic book that comes after, a little bit after the War Within. Because at one point in time, like I said, at one point in time before that Siege portion, Megatron and Optimus Prime disappear because they go through like a time warp and they disappear. And that's where Starscream, Shockwave, and other factions of Transformers start, and the Dinobots try to, they're trying to figure out who should be the leader of everybody while Megatron and Optimus Prime are out skipping time. So.
Dinobots.
How did they skip time? They went to try to follow Allspark and or the Matrix and disappear.
No, yeah, it's the Matrix, but like I said, it's tough because that's why people are confused by the animated version, because it's convoluted to where they've taken from so many parts of Transformers that like I said, the Allspark was never really a big thing in the past. It was always the Matrix. The Matrix.
Less than a minute, y'all.
Is the pass along of righteousness, pass along of passage to be the leader was the Matrix.
And forget the Galacticus people, whatever they call it, the Guardians. They trash. Anyway.
I'm about to start up a new one. It's less than
it's about to be 30 seconds. Trash right now.
All right, I'm about to start
it's still recording. You can put that in there. Add that part in there, Chris.
All right, then. Thank you, James. We're back in it. So, Thomas, you up next. What you got for us?
Today they did the stream for the good old Street Fighter V summer update. Got 4 new characters coming.
How many? You said 4?
Well,
hey,
5.
Awesome.
They got 5 before been announced.
Where did that come from?
Oh, yeah.
Do I got to pay another $60 or?
Probably. I don't care. I don't know how much money I spent on this game already. I bought almost every season pass since release. So I'm over 100 at this point.
Blind faithful like that? Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, when we have parties and y'all need the characters, who brings them?
I'll be dead. You ain't lying.
But
that's true.
With your broke asses.
Penny pincher.
But first I'm gonna talk about some of the ones you got. What's his name? Oro or something like that.
Oro, yeah, the one arm
martial artist. Never liked him, but
I never did play as him. I feel like he was a bootleg Dhalsim.
Yeah, I got that same feeling, and the fact that he had like that one arm, he was good with it, but I didn't like his design too much. But
yeah,
he's a fan favorite. People rock with him. Then they got Rose from Street Fighter Alpha. She's in there. They're bringing her back.
The Italian queen.
Is she Italian?
Yeah.
She's Italian. Mm-hmm.
I remember she was trying to steal a psycho power or something like that, or she had soul power.
She's an extension of M. Bison.
I think the background story for that is that she, like you said, Max. I think she's like an extension, or they share the psycho power together.
Yeah.
Well, he has psycho, but I think she has soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has the
it's corrupted. I think it's what he has is corrupted. It's the evilness of what because I think at one point they try to make them as siblings, but I think they retconned that.
Well, I think you're right. I think it might have been Street Fighter Alpha 3. They did that, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so I never finished any of the Alpha 3.
Mm-hmm.
But then you had her in there, which you already have Manat 2, her student in there, so that's going to be interesting to see how they pull off. Then they got Manat's Rose's student.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I did not know that.
That makes sense.
Right.
So, yeah. Then you got Akira from Rival Schools. About time they put a Rival Schools character.
I never played that game.
I know the fighting. I know the fighting community's been waiting for the Rival School mashup, since Guy and Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Well, no, I know they're not part of the Rival School, but I'm saying just to have more of a mashup with all these other.
Yeah, because they didn't some of the when they did the school outfits in Street Fighter V, some of them are based off of Rival School characters, and you have some Rival School characters in the background. Some of the levels, like you had Hinata's friend is a character from Rival School. She's one of Batsu's schoolmates. Because in Rival Schools, it's almost like King of Fighters, where you have teams, but the teams are made up of which school they go to.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got Akira, she's gonna be in there. She's a beast, part of the gang team. and she is a close range combo fighter. So I feel like they're gonna do, if they do her justice, she's gonna be probably a high damage character in Street Fighter V. And that also makes me think they might be working on rival schools. Everyone keeps saying Darkstalkers, but I'm like, from what I've been seeing in Street Fighter,
that would make sense if they brought Darkstalker.
I would love Darkstalkers.
Yeah, but it wouldn't mesh. It wouldn't mesh, would it?
But that's the thing, though. They have the Halloween costumes, but I'm thinking they're saying like the next game they're working on.
Right.
Some people think it might be Street Fighter 6. I'm thinking it's going to be Rival Schools, because Rival Schools is an easier game to take the place of Street Fighter from Street Fighter 5, because it has a large cast that people really, that have some moves that remind me of Street Fighter and some fighters that remind me of Street Fighter and whatnot.
Well, I'm about to write a petition to Capcom to come out with Darkstalkers. My petition is going to have 19 people sign it, and they're going to do it.
I have
19 people.
I think it's going to be Darkstalkers, because it's been way too long since the Darkstalkers games came out.
Agreed.
I remember watching the anime for Darkstalkers, but anyway, sorry.
The first character that they announced, and the last I want to talk about, is the man, the Psycho Master, coming from Hong Kong, Dan Hibiki. That guy. You know.
All right, thanks everybody. Thanks for the subscribers. Everybody take it easy. Y'all have a good night. We're done tonight, fellas. All right, I'm not gonna even bother about shit. Y'all go ahead.
Bring them King of Fighter, the Art of Fighting moves like Ryo Sasaki.
I mean, come on.
It looks like he even gave him some more of those moves. Like he has like the the game.
We all know Dan is like the better fighter from Ryu and Ken. We all know this.
I know, and he has heart with that pink gi on. Everyone else gotta have I got my red gi, my white gi, my black gi.
My man.
Pink gi.
Man. He's not scared to rock the salmon outfit, dog. Salmon.
See? Got the Seagull ponytail going.
Let me be 100% frank. I hate Dan Hibiki because Nigel used to whoop the dog shit out of me with this character, man. Yo, in Street Fighter 4,
no, that's even funnier, dog. He beat your ass with Dan.
Oh my God, bro.
Yo,
whoop the dog shit out of me.
That's what's superior?
I think the funniest thing about Dan is that they made him the humorous character.
Yeah,
and so when they ever since Street Fighter Alpha 3, when you were able to do the super taunt, dog, I was in.
That's my thing,
dude, man.
Street Fighter 4, when Street Fighter 4 came up and put it in the balance patches, I wrecked shop with Dan. That was my boy. Go online, get it right. People thought it was gonna be an easy match. Let me get out here.
And the thing is, a lot of fighting games have a lot of joke characters. Like they're not supposed to be taken seriously. Dan is one of them. I think Dr. Faust from Guilty Gear is supposed to be seen as a joke character. There's some other joke characters out there. I think Sakura at one point was supposed to be a joke character, and then they actually fleshed her out more because of her being, the Ryu student, unofficial student. Yeah, she's supposed to be the female Ryu. But I don't know. Sean should be in this. I don't know why they don't bring him in.
I want to see that fight because Sakura learning, pretty much is stalking Ryu. Yeah. And Sean who learned from Ken. I want to see that fight.
Mm-hmm. I want to see him more fleshed out though. But is this Street Fighter 5 supposed to be before Street Fighter 4?
And you know what? The timeline always kills me. It confuses me.
No.
I think the timeline is actually fluent in this case. It's 4, then 5.
Yeah, it goes 2, 4, 5, 3.
Chronologically.
Yeah, 2, 4, 5, 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Abel's you see Abel in some people's stories in 5, and they already know him, and you meet Abel in 4.
Right.
In a lot of the stories. So yeah. Because Sin's already destroyed. Hence why Seth is a female in this one. Or in a female body in this one. Because his body got destroyed in 4.
I stopped playing Street Fighter 5 a long time ago, so I'm lost with the newest shit. Like, I gave up on that fighting game. Like I played Guilty Gear now. That's good.
Random side note, they announced another two new characters for Guilty Gear Strive.
I saw one of them.
They got the Leo guy or whatever.
Leo with the double swords. He was in the other Guilty Gear too.
He's back, and they got the black dude. They finally showed him. That dude's going to be a beast.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out more.
He's fast, big, and has a sword to take over the whole screen.
You say he was fat? You say he was fat and big?
Screen?
No, fast and big.
Oh, I said fat and big.
He's like the dude's like mad tall, got some sword almost the length of Sephiroth's katana, and he has speed on his side. I'm like, I guess you're gonna just win the fight when you pick him.
Black is king. Yeah.
I'm worried about how the route they're going with the East. Like Guilty Gear has always been a technical fighter, so I feel like from what I've read or heard and seen, that they're making a lot more user accessible. Like they're trying to include more of the newer fans and shit. So
the thing is, I think they want to bring in newer fans. I doubt newer fans are going to last too long on that game.
Yeah, that game is just still technical to me. I love it. I love how the juggling in the air and all that. But my bad. But yeah, Street Fighter, more of the characters. That was all the characters.
Well, there's the 5th character is going to be announced later on this year, and so Dan Abicki's dropping winter 2020. Get ready. But
why you pause?
But yeah, that's it for Street Fighter. Yeah, that's it for Street Fighter. I'm ready. I'm hyped. I have all my characters now.
Who do you predict to be the 6th character?
Fifth character.
Oh,
I don't know. Don't really care. I got Sagat, I got Ken, and I got Dan.
If you were to predict, who do you think?
I would love for it to be Guy.
I can see Guy. I can see Guy because he got his master in there. Hagar.
Ooh.
Hagar,
because he's the only Final Fight character who has not made it in Street Fighter.
I would hate it if they put Hagar in that bitch.
You have 3 wrestlers in Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 5. You got Mika. You got
Zangief.
The big guy, whatever his name is.
Zangief.
Not Zangief, but the other one. You know, the Magyar guy.
You talking about the guy the sidekick to Poison?
Yeah. No, because he's not in it either. It's the Magyar guy with the tires.
Oh, Abigail.
Was it what?
Abigail.
You have Abigail. So I'm like throwing Hagar, make it even for wrestlers.
No, thank you. I mean, I'm not a big Street Fighter player anymore. I'd rather go back to 4 and play, but
I understand where the hate comes from now. Dan got your ass handed to you, huh?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
my Cammy's not even decent anymore.
Why is the Rock came with the Tiger uppercut? Go ahead and throw it.
Anyways, Mr. Thomas, do you have any more for us?
Quick honorable is they brought up Suikoden. They're getting what's that word? It's not a spin-off, but it's like a
reboot? Retcon?
Not a reboot. It's like a sequel, but it's like an honorary sequel, but it's not really a sequel. The Eiyuden? That's a weird one.
A remaster?
It's not a remaster. It's like the original creator from Suikoden is making a game for PlayStation 5, for PC, and all that. It's like Eiyuden Chronicles Story of the 100 Heroes or something like that.
Damn.
And it's like pretty much everything I love about Suikoden being put into a newer game. It's gonna have the graphics are gonna look like not Bravely Default, Octopath Traveler, and
ooh, I love it.
Yeah, so it's gonna have the Octopath Traveler. It looks like it's gonna have the wars. It's gonna have you finding up to 100 characters, building up your town. I'm like, just give me my duels, my mini games.
And I'm gonna have to check this out. Because you said Octopath Traveler, you said the magic game right there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna try it out.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Bro, I like the sprite, the whole sprite in the retro 32-bit type of visuals. I love that shit. It's so good. But I digress.
So now me and James are like, y'all just been complete nerd on us because we don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn right. So it's still taking the whole JRPG elements into it, like turn-based, all that.
It's JRPG, and like the creator wrote one of my most favorite RPGs, Suikoden 2. Remember I went on about Luca Blight before.
Yeah.
So
that
the fact that he's making another game, and I feel bad because I thought he could make another Suikoden, but Konami don't want to make good video games anymore. But they just want to make a Chico machine. But so I'm like, I'm ready for this one. It's like the day it went on, the day the Kickstarter started, because they started a Kickstarter for it. They shut down Kickstarter. Like they broke 2 million in like 2 days.
Oh, damn. Big nerds, huh? Okay, got it.
Damn right.
Big time nerds.
How much money did they raise?
Right now, it went on. It started last week, and last week of the second day, it was at 2 million already.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
What was their goal?
Oh, that's it.
The goal was like 700,000, 200,000.
Damn.
They're just adding stretch goals now. Like they're pretty much gonna have a full team by the time this is done. So I'm like,
people like, oh no, we're gonna go all in on this. Let's go ahead and pay him.
Yeah,
that's what I like. I'm like, yo, give me my duels, give me my battles, give me my wars. Let me get characters killed off because I love the fact that if you're terrible at war, your character gets killed. He's gone. It's just like
real life shit.
So yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready for this.
That's what's up. You got anything else for us?
And an honorable, you know, Spider-Man coming to the Avengers, Marvel's The Avengers.
Oh yeah.
I'm
exclusive,
ready for that.
baby.
You know, I'm ready. PlayStation exclusive. I know some people are using the word anti-consumer wrong, but
yo, we gotta have to one day talk about some of that shit, man. There's some really dumbass people out in this world.
The thing is, a lot of people on the internet say things because they hear people say it, but they don't take the time to go look at what the words mean.
Exactly.
And they don't realize they're saying stuff wrong. But it's like you can't really have a discussion if you're not agreeing with the definitions are.
Yeah.
But so I'm ready for that. You know, I'm going to be getting into that beta.
That beta, yeah. Remind me beta. On that day, bro.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna check that out too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, remind me. Spider-Man. Do it.
I'm Spider-Man. I'm always Spider-Man. I'm always going to be Spider-Man. I am Spider-Man. Sorry.
I don't care for Spider-Man. You know.
You son of a gun. That's good. That's better for me.
I know. I'm like, hey, you know, you got Hulk in there, you got Thor, Iron Man.
Look, I'm gonna be the one person that made a bigger difference. Hawkeye. He made the big difference.
What? I'm Hawkeye. You gotta have Scarlet Witch.
Hawkeye made the big difference, dog.
That's what I'm gonna use. Hawkeye.
Anyways, so is that you good right there, Mr. Thomas? You got anything else?
Yeah. Oh, and I got that platinum for, you know, Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, they're another humble brag. They're another humble brag.
Don't do
that. I just platinum another game, you know, guys. That's the daily life for me.
I also got the platinum on Tsushima.
Hey, turn into wine.
For you slack ass motherfuckers. All right.
I'm not going to platinum a game. I have too many games to play. Forget it.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that.
Just one more little thing, you peasants. I planned another game.
Yeah, you wanted to hurry up and get that out the way. You should have went last. It would have been better. All right, appreciate that, Mr. Thomas. Okay, now we're on to me then. I kind of switched up my topics, but I want to start off with right now Sony for the PS5. Let me go ahead and pull this up my cheat sheet. Sony has been talking more about the PS5 lately, and one thing that was funny to me, or I felt like, what was the point of them mentioning? I guess the controller for the PS4 is gonna be accessible. It's gonna be compatible with the PS5 control system. The weird thing about it is that the controller you won't be able to use the controller for PS5 new gen games. And let me just read what they said before I go in and, you know, start shitting on whoever I need to shit on. We believe that the PS5 games should take advantage of the new capabilities and features we're bringing to the platform, including the features of DualSense wireless controller. That's one insert that I took from one of our PlayStation workers, and I still feel like it's a pretty redundant thing to even do to include the PS4 controller, unless you're doing it in a way to make it inclusive to certain capabilities for the PS5, just the console. So I don't see the point of any of that. How do y'all feel about that?
I guess the question, I'm not sure if we answered this. Is it backwards compatible for PS4 games?
So far, from what one of y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. So far, from what I've gotten, is that the games will be backwards compatible for the PS5, but it still makes it redundant to even include the PS4 controller. I don't know why this is bothering. It's not even bothering me. It's just like, why? But why? Like, why would you?
Because if you buy the system, you're already going to get a controller, and I mean,
unless there's other features to it that I haven't read.
From my perspective, it would be looking. How many controllers are in the PS4 now? 4 or 2? 4,
you can connect up to 4 controllers, yeah.
Okay. So my imagination would be once you get the PS5, you can keep the PS4 games and then keep the controllers too, and then be able to play the PS4 games, just not the PS5 games. So I kind of understand from that aspect of it. But then, like you said, what would be the point of being able to play a new game on the PS5 with your old PS4 controller when technically it is compatible?
Exactly.
But being able to play I guess you just want to. I'm gonna shit on this next company I'm about to talk about. You can take your PS4 to GameStop and get your $5 back for a controller for a game that you've had for 20, for 2
25
years.
cents.
But you give it back because GameStop never gives you the same worth you got when you first got it.
They're gonna be extinct, bro. I'm telling you, GameStop gonna be extinct.
Say you take your PS4 back to GameStop and get your money back for that, and then keep the games and still be able to play the games and use the controllers for the PS5.
Pretty much.
The PS5 games.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because like, aren't they supposed to? Is it Microsoft that's doing it, or is it Sony or PS4 that's doing it? So like, when you get the game, it'll automatically be upgraded to the PS5 graphics. Or is that both systems?
I know.
Netscape.
Thomas, you got this one?
Because I was trying to remember something correctly, and it was throwing me off. If I remember, see, this is where I think why they kind of clarified that the PS4 controller is going to work with the PS5 is because the PlayStation 3 controller, they made a big thing about it not working with the PS4.
Yeah.
But the PS4 controller did work with the PlayStation 3 for some reason.
Wait, what? I didn't. It was a weird situation. Like if you plugged it in, but you wouldn't have all the functions that you needed or something like that. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, like which way it didn't work. Because one of them worked on the other system, and one wasn't supposed to. But then what I'm seeing right here is supposedly the PlayStation 3 controller does work with the PlayStation 4. But you won't have all your functions. So you'll still need a PlayStation 4 controller to start the machine. Currently, you can do that?
Supposedly. I've never tried it.
I'm about to check it out.
I ain't got my old PlayStation anymore. I traded them at GameStop and got 20 cents back. So
you really hot.
Hey, when you need it, man.
No, I brought it up. I don't know. I mean, if you still fact checking over there, Thomas, let me know. But it's just, I just didn't think it was necessary. I kind of see what the idea, what you said before, King. Like if certain games that if you're playing a backward compatible game like a PS4 game, and you're more comfortable with your PS4 controller, I can kind of understand that concept, like the idea behind that. I mean, I don't know, I guess I'm kind of like, I'm going full throttle. I'm buying a console we still don't know the price for, but I'm assuming more than possibly $500. I might as well get accustomed to this controller since I bought this $500+ console. So I don't know.
And that's
so the question I got is Cyberpunk 2077, since it got delayed, like, the game's getting delayed, that were going to be on PS4. Are they automatically going to go to PS5 now, or are you going to just play it on PS4 for like the very end of the year, the exact same time the PS5 console comes out? And then do you just, like, since the PS5 console came out, you just use the controller since you're already used to playing for that game, and then you're just done with the controller after that?
Well, first part with Cyberpunk coming out for a PlayStation 4, like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X aren't going to be that much different graphic-wise than the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. It's just going to be the load times are going to be better. But with Cyberpunk, what they're doing is Cyberpunk is coming out for Xbox, you get a free upgrade to Xbox Series X on Cyberpunk. They haven't said anything for PlayStation 4 yet. But then PlayStation 4 is going to be backwards compatible. And I think PlayStation doesn't really seem to like care about it because it's supposedly, I guess the games are going to run just as well on the PlayStation 5 or better on the PlayStation 5. So your load times will be better, unless they add like different ray tracing or something like that to Cyberpunk, but I don't think they are.
Oh, okay. So they don't care if they come out with Cyberpunk for PS4 because you just play it in PS5 and just continue on.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like pretty much like all the games I plan on picking up. Like I know like the Ubisoft games are going to upgrade. Most of the games I'm picking up at the end of the year, I know when I get PlayStation 5, I can play them on it, which that was the big issue between PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 was if you bought a game at the end of the PlayStation 3 life cycle, you were just stuck with it.
Right.
But with the controller situation, the PlayStation 5 controller also has like new functions added to it. Like it's gonna have a microphone built into it. It's gonna have, instead of the share button, it's gonna have the create button. The triggers are gonna be, like, say you're playing Horizon Zero whatever Dawn. The new name is gonna be for Horizon Zero Dawn, the second one, Horizon Turning West or something like that.
Yeah.
When you pull the right trigger, you're gonna feel the tension of the bow and arrow in the controller.
That's dope.
So, like, there's different functions that these controllers are gonna have over what the PlayStation 4 controller has. So you can't.
I bet.
It wouldn't, if you add these features to the game, you're gonna have to add even more coding to make it work now with the old controller. For what reason?
You know, when you said talking about that bow and arrow, remind me of Turok. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, old school game.
Look at you. Look at you.
Turok.
Tell us your age over there, James.
That game was fun as hell, man.
Yo, it was.
Killing all those damn dinosaurs. Fuck them. But all right, that's one that I had. I thought that was kind of redundant, but that shows, they're doing a lot with the actual PS5 controller, which I want to look deeper into. But
it's supposed to transform into a gun too.
All right.
NRA
you were going to say something, Thomas.
NRA gonna show up. You're like, yo, you got new controls, huh?
It's playing.
Yeah.
Oh, side thing. A lot of people are happy about the fact that fight sticks will work on PlayStation 5. Most of the.
What will?
Oh, yeah.
So people were worried they're gonna have to buy new fight sticks for the PlayStation 5.
Damn.
And they were like, no, don't worry about that. We got you. It might not work with everything, but because like if someone decides they don't want to, sponsor your fight stick, ain't nothing you can do about that. But
for them to come out with gloves, they got gloves yet? They got different multi sensors on it and all stuff that.
Not Super Nintendo with a power glove.
That's what I was thinking of, the power glove. I was like, no.
That shit was weird. All right, okay, but I wanted to get that one on. This is my last one. I don't want to spend too much time on this. This is just my quick little honorable mention. But over the weekend, last week, I got into. I'm a big Berserk fan. You guys already know that, but for the fans, the listeners, and the people that watch, I'm huge on Berserk. I only pay attention to the manga. I've never watched the 1998 or 97 anime.
Hey Max, for the people that don't know about it, can you give a little synopsis of what Berserk is?
Okay, like I said,
Crash.
Berserk.
Oh, my bad.
The ones that may not know, Berserk is an old manga that was created by Kentaro Miura. It came, I think the first chapter was issued in 19. Thomas, if you don't mind, look that up for me. But no, it's pretty much a medievalish type of a world where you're following this main character named Guts, and you see him go through a bunch of turmoil, a lot of torture, and just a quick thing on Guts. He was born from a woman that was hung, and she was already pregnant with him. She was hung, and the fetus, he came out of her while she died. So he was born from a dead woman, pretty much. And from there, going to where it is presently, this man has gone through hell, for lack of a better term. And the thing I love so much about it is even though this man is just a regular human, he goes through these enemies, the horrible things that's happened to him, or horrible things that's happened to people that he's loved, and he still gets back up. I've always enjoyed that. He's one of the first tropes of a character to be that badass motherfucker that just doesn't like I don't care. I'm gonna kill you. My focus is killing you. These demons or regular humans, and it's always been just beautiful moments throughout the manga. What I watched, dude, and with that, going into the movies, there's 3 movies of the Golden Age arc within the manga. It's called the Golden Age arc when Guts became part of the Band of the Hawks, and he's not a part of the Band of the Hawks anymore. And I would suggest all you guys to watch it, and for the viewers and all that, this is one of the best. The movie's good. I've only had my critiques because I'm a huge fan. They follow a good portion of what happens in the manga and translate it pretty well with the anime adaptation. And little gripes here and there, things that they switched up, they made more entertaining, I guess, for new viewers, which is understandable. The only parts that I was paying attention to make sure that they played it really well was mainly the ending, how Guts becomes the Dark Knight or the Black Swordsman.
Black Knight.
Because Batman?
The Black Swordsman.
What?
He's not a
Black
knight.
Swordsman.
Because Batman?
He becomes the Black Swordsman. He becomes the Black Sword. I mean, technically, no, let me stop. Let me not do that.
I'm going out though. It started in October 1989. So
October 1989. It's the first issue. The first chapter came out. Yeah. Yes. It's been around, and it's still ongoing to this day. So it kind of gives you an idea of Kentaro Miura is a very detailed artist.
No more chapters than One Piece?
I was going to ask that question.
Oh, no.
No,
One Piece has way. That's one thing about Kentaro Miura. When you're a fan of his, you have to learn patience. It's the same with Hunter x Hunter. He goes on hiatus a lot. He does the reason because since he's such a
he makes Hunter x Hunter?
Huh?
Explains a lot.
No, he never made Hunter x Hunter. I forgot the creator's name for Hunter x Hunter, but he did.
I want to read that so bad.
He did Yu Yu Hakusho. He's the one that did Yu Yu Hakusho. Hunter x Hunter, Hunter x Hunter guy. But Kentaro Miura has been doing Berserk since 89. I think you said right, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a detailed artist. Like he's very strict on himself, so he doesn't really have a lot of people helping him. Like he's been having more people help him with the background, but he takes care of everything, the major characters, major scenes. He takes care of that himself. So there's a lot of hiatus and a lot of pause between chapters. And he just released a new chapter recently. But anyways, the movie is really good. I would suggest you guys to watch it. They're each movie's about an hour, 15 hour, 20 minutes long. So you could finish it within 5 hours.
So what's the order of the movies?
The order of the movies are, I looked this up, is the first movie is called Berserk Golden Age, Egg of the Supreme Ruler. That's the first one. The second one is The Battle for Doldry, which is a great moment in the manga. And the last is The Advent. And if you get invested in characters, man, let's just say that you shouldn't. This is one of those Game of Thrones type of things where your favorite characters most likely will die. So it's just very visceral, very real. It's real as you can get when demons start getting involved in the God Hand and the Apostle. And Griffith has always been a horrible individual, and you should never trust him.
Always side of Griffith.
Fuck Griffith. He has a silver mane and he looks like a woman. Fuck that bitch. Anyway, nothing against women. Not that women can't be strong or anything, but I'm saying Griffith is just an asshole. But yeah, I watched all those 3 movies. I finally did it, and I'm going out of my way to collect the mangas as we speak. That's gonna be something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So I would heavily suggest, y'all know how crazy I am about things that I enjoy. So
is Hunter x Hunter done yet?
No,
nope.
No, it's not. No,
God.
It's still
I'm actually reading it right now.
I need to start reading it, man. Right after to get to the tree.
Yeah, it's still.
That's actually where I'm at. I'm right. I'm a little bit past that right there.
Yeah, I'm getting out of the. I still haven't watched the last 3 episodes. I think of Hunter. No, I did. That's right. I did. I finished that. But I know it's going into the Dark Continent arc, and I'm kind of interested in how that's gonna go. But yeah, that was mine. I don't have anything else. I know I went on a kind of a tangent. But,
I got a topic. We got to pick 3.
Oh yeah. Before we finish off,
let's go to pick 3.
James.
All right, you guys ready? Let's pick 3. 4 is too easy. So one of these 3 got to go: Spider-Man, Batman, or the Joker.
Spider-Man.
Are you serious? Wait. Do that one more time.
Spider-Man, Batman, or the Joker has to go.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Why are they random though? Like,
Yep.
Spider-Man, you said Spider-Man, Batman, or the Joker.
One has to go be Spider-Man because you can't have Batman and the Joker without each other.
No, you can still have Joker without Batman. That's the whole point of Joker.
No, Joker would just quit without Batman.
Nah, I don't see that.
I think you find some other people. You find somebody else to believe.
I would say Batman because I'm sorry, Spider-Man is my favorite. I can't let go of Peter Parker, man. Can't do it.
No, you can just replace him with Miles Morales. I bet.
There's multiple versions. Spider-Man.
It's Peter Parker. I can't do that. Nah, I say Batman. I'm sorry. I love Batman too, but I like Joker way more.
Mine is Spider-Man.
I'm going Spider-Man myself.
Damn, y'all whack. What you got, James?
I'm gonna go with Batman because I'm over him being overpowered. Wait, Spider-Man is 2.
What?
No, like somehow you keep saying Spider-Man can't be defeated, and people think Batman can't be defeated because
I'll be joking around when I say that.
Spider-Man beat Superman.
Spider-Man cannot be Superman.
He did beat Superman. Go back and read that old comic
That was
book.
Supreme. That was on Supreme. Superboy. That was Superboy. That was his Superman.
No, I'm talking about back in the old school crossover. Back in like.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was Superman. That was Supreme.
It was Amalgam Comics.
Prime. That's Superboy Prime.
You're talking about Amalgam Comics, right?
Yeah. It was a crossover with DC and Marvel.
I remember the old gold cover. It was a gold cover.
It was Superboy. It was Superboy.
Yeah, Superboy. Yeah. It was Superboy.
I'm going with Spider-Man because only because I know way more about Batman and the Joker and DC.
Man, y'all tripping. Spider-Man's the best.
I can't stand Batman. I can't stand Batman.
I love Batman. I love Batman, but
I think Batman should have been killed so many times. But
y'all noticed nobody thought about the Joker. Well, you said what?
1976. Superman fought Batman. Superman fought Spider-Man. 1976.
You sure that doesn't say Superboy?
Oh, you mean that one? I thought you meant the Marvel Comics one. My bad.
Yeah, that's a DC one. My bad.
Wait, 1976?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was talking about the 90s. The ones that came out in the 90s. But all right. I don't know how y'all felt about that poll, but I feel betrayed.
Actually, I'm going to go back to Spider-Man.
There you go. What? No. All right. Anyways, I feel betrayed. Forget y'all.
No, I mean, Batman has to go. I'm sticking with Spider-Man.
Well, we're gonna end it here for the betrayers. I appreciate y'all coming back again, and for the viewers.
No, Batman. Just kidding.
Please click like and subscribe, and don't forget that bell on the side to let you know of all our content that's coming out to notify you of everything that's happening. So, once again, thank you. This is Media Marauders. This is Max, Thomas,
you do,
King,
yeah,
and James.
Peace.
You guys all have a great night. Please be safe. And
one more thing.
What's that?
Try Jesus, don't try me.
We're gonna have catchphrases now. I want a catchphrase. No, but all right, y'all have a good one. Good night.
I want a catchphrase.
Please like and subscribe, all that. Thank you. Good night.